Yo, what it do? It's time for that culture for the streets. We back at y'all again with another episode, nigga. You know who it is. It's Paint and the Mafia, nigga. We
Ah,
got so we got so much to talk about up this week, period. With all this shit that's cooking up in the industry, man. So let's first we gotta kick it off with the rise and the fall of OTF, how strong they started off. You know what I mean? It's crazy how Dirk built that brand from nothing to it being a solid empire to niggas just they dropped the ball.
mm, I really ain't gonna say OTF dropped the ball because all the niggas that went to jail had Oblock necklaces on.
Yeah, but what about Boner though?
I understand the ties, but Boona shit totally different. He caught that case in ATL. That's an individual case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
The
when
Oblock,
all but they got pictures together, they got videos together.
yeah. But when it come down to shit like that, you still gotta be committing crimes together. Dirk ain't had nothing to do with whatever Boona allegedly did at the mall. He wasn't even there.
True.
The shit going on with O Block, unless it ties, it can be proven that it can be tied back to Dirk. Dirk from a whole nother hood. He ain't from O Block.
True.
OTF from another hood. They just fuck with O Block because they all got their thing going on where they plugged in with each other like that. But O Block is really, let's just keep it honest. Chief Keef started O Block, like far as it being internationally known as
Right, right,
he turned it into a trademark.
right.
Without King Von, you don't have. I don't think you have the same support as you had for Dirt, and it kind of show with King Von being gone. You know what I'm saying? Like King Von was the head of by him making sure Von was straight, O Block was straight.
True. I agree.
He ain't had to tap into all them niggas up under Von. Nigga, all I gotta do is make sure Von's straight. He gonna make sure they straight. That's his section.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, OTF chain swinging just like O Block nigga shit swinging in another area, maintaining their shit. So I can't really say the fall of O Block is the fall of OTF unless them folks can prove some kind of way OTF got involvement in all the shit that O Block was doing.
But when you think about it, they still, even though Vaughn is dead, they still bringing up them cases that they just found out that he did allegedly.
Yeah. But if you think about it, you know the feds investigate you for a minute until they get the facts right. Most of
True.
the time. So if they bringing that out now, that just lets you know they've been investigating these niggas for a long time. And evidently they ain't had no evidence to convict these niggas on nothing because it's just now coming down like boom, we got y'all on some shit. And it ain't like they coming down saying, okay, we gonna snatch C Murder and Muwop and all these niggas. They ain't gonna snatch Dirt. So
Yeah, you
you know
right.
how the feds work. If they didn't come snatch you when they came and snatched them, evidently we ain't got enough motherfucking evidence to come snatch your ass too.
Yeah, somebody gotta open their mouth.
It's gonna take an old block nigga to say some foul shit, and I don't think that's gonna happen because we know the politics of how Chicago niggas run. So to put them niggas do some fuck shit like that, that's gonna put their family in jeopardy.
But you gotta think about it, cause everybody that caught a charge like that wasn't facing that needle.
Nah, and I think they only facing the needle because it's a Fed case.
Right. So
But
it ain't
once
like you could.
again, let's talk about the feds. The feds gonna tell you the max. Okay. If the feds want you to take 200 months any motherfucking way, when they snatch you up and they finally sit down in that chair across the table from you or whatever and be like, shit, okay, they want you to take 200 months, but you don't know that. They gonna tell you, nigga, yeah, right now you looking at 500 months. Because when they come back and sit in that same chair and say, you take this 200 months, you ain't got to worry about the 500 months. You shouldn't even be getting 200 months. But because you ain't trying to see 500 months, you going to cop out to the 200 months. So it's really an intimidation thing. You see what I'm saying? So we don't know if they really going to get the death penalty for this shit. Maybe that's just an intimidation factor to make them not want to take this shit to trial and try to box it up in the feds.
True.
Because who wanna get the death penalty on top of had to get life in jail? Death penalty do mean life in jail until they decide to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an intimidation thing. And then when they sit down with them boys, they gonna try to tell them niggas, well, just take this life in jail with no possibility of parole and all that old fuck shit. And they gonna cop out to it because they don't wanna go to jail and get fried by the police. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Because they saying the dude, what's his name? Los, allegedly bought a vehicle. They went on the mission and did what they did allegedly, and returned the car back to the dealership.
it was 2 cars though. If we can remember correctly, when Duck got killed, they said one car was parked this over here and
True.
another car the other way, opposite side. You know what I'm saying? And these people got out both cars and approached this nigga basically from 2 different angles. You know?
Directions, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it wasn't just his car. So for 4 or 5 people to be getting convicted in this shit or charged with the shit, it's probably gonna be some more charges to come because it was probably more. It was probably 3, 4 people in each car. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right. For the assist.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this shit really, it's really crazy. Because the way they putting it right now, the way the media pulling it, they allegedly always in that car that's dude bought and took back to the lot. They
Mm-hmm.
making it seem like everybody got out that car, but even from the way they put the story of how Doug got shot, that ain't the way he, like they made it seem like 2 different directions niggas hopped out the car. So why is y'all only pinning niggas to one car? You know what I'm saying? It's like weird. It's really like a press effect because they just trying to press them niggas so they can shut Oblock down. For
And they
real.
say they said
Oblock,
they
Oblock,
hit Duck over 38 times.
and I don't believe that.
I don't think so either. He didn't look
These
like he took
these
that
niggas was
many.
up close, bro. They was up close when they shot Duck. We seen video of Duck laying on the ground with the police around him, twisted and turned.
Right.
You think
Right.
you gonna do that with 38 shots in you?
No, it's
They
impossible.
only seen a couple spots where he was bleeding from.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was fighting for a minute.
Taken from the leg, the head, the neck, the chest, the stomach, the nigga, the ankles. 38 shots.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been moving no more.
Yeah, like he was. If they would have got there on time, he would have survived.
Mm-hmm.
Or it looked like he had a chance to survive because the way he sat there and fought until he was dead before like the ambulance got there type shit.
I think his mama said he was fighting for like 26 minutes or 19
Yeah.
minutes, one of them.
I think if you fighting and you got the medical people there to assist and you fighting these bullets tearing you up like that.
Yeah.
He fought that while the police just hovering over him. They ain't giving you CPR. They ain't hooking nothing up. They just standing around and don't nobody touch him. Why he died? It's almost like nigga they had something to do with it too. It's like nigga fuck him, let him die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
They
videos,
already know that shit be gang violence anywhere, so they can care less about it.
yeah, it really made it look like that. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to come with that shit. But the way them niggas, like I said, the way they politics set up, I don't think none of them old block niggas gonna turn rat or nothing like that. It's just niggas so openly blatant with how they disrespect their ops over that Instagram live, over that
Mm-hmm.
internet, that put them cases together for them niggas.
I agree.
That's what I feel like it was. I don't feel like one of these niggas gonna rat. I just feel like them niggas just dry snitch so much over social media. It just put cases together for them. I feel like that with Vaughn too, because for Vaughn to be dead, now they talking about he was the main murder suspect in this bitch being killed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They was listening to what that nigga was saying.
Most definitely. They want no fool.
Nah, and that's where them charges come from. They ain't had no heavy evidence to go pick that nigga up. He just beat a murder charge, so it's showing you that he willing to sit in jail until he prove himself being innocent on these charges. So you can't
Facts.
go snatch no nigga like that up and think he just tap out to your games. We already know he not. We gotta have solid evidence to charge this nigga on some shit, or we ain't gonna get it.
So tell me what you think about Blue Da Vinci going and taking shots at 50, saying he better not put no smut on his name in the episode.
See, this shit's so complicated because I really don't feel no type of way towards Blue. Cause even when they show the nigga paperwork, it says that he said he was willing to cooperate with them motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't give them nothing that they could use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, me personally, I got homies from the hood that finessed the police like that back in the day. Like, nigga, they got caught up in some shit, told the police, look, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Bond, nigga, they let them nigga out and he ain't helped them do shit. Nigga, they had to chase my nigga down. You feel what I'm saying? And
Right.
because of that, they gave a nigga like 15, 16 years. Some crazy shit like that. All because he went against what he said he was going. It was just a finesse move. So nobody from the hood look at the nigga like, oh, he cooperated with people because he ain't give up nobody. He ain't tell on nobody. He ain't write no statements on nobody. He just told them motherfuckers he'd give them what they want. When they let him out, he ain't give them shit.
So how you
And it's
think
the same
you
thing for Blue because he said he would give them something. It's
but
nothing in the paperwork
it's
that said he said Meech said this, or Meech did this, or J-Bo did this, or none of them other niggas did this. We ain't seen no literature that say that. It just say he said he'd cooperate with them. But the ending part of that say he didn't give us nothing. Nigga, he went to jail too.
so what you think Lil Meech just picking with him, or you think
I ain't
the
gonna say
daddy?
I ain't gonna say Meech picking with him because nigga Blue put the video out talking about don't play with my name first. Of course, a nigga's son gonna defend his dad and his name.
No, he threw smut on his name last year.
He probably did, but like I said, motherfuckers gotta learn how to read that type of shit. It ain't no difference from the Jim Jones shit. Nigga put the paperwork up there. Nigga, that looked like somebody got on Google and made a bootleg statement form and then took a pencil and just marked all that shit in there theyself. Nigga, we done been to the joint. We know all that shit come in typing. It's rarely no motherfucking handwriting on that shit.
Right.
But they got a whole Jim Jones paperwork article talking about he was telling this shit, but all this shit in handwriting. It's a whole bunch of fluke shit going on. Like, it's so easy to call a nigga something that they may not be just because it discredit them some kind of way when you said it. If we go on the episode tomorrow and we be like, shit, such and such a rat, without no proof or nothing, he gonna lose some followers. He gonna lose some fans. He gonna lose some people that was rooting for him because just for the fact we said that, they don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is. Whereas back in the day, you would have got killed for saying a nigga a rat and you ain't got the paperwork.
But you got another BMF member, the old school cat. I forgot what's his name.
The Sosa nigga,
He looked like he bald headed,
that's
black
the nigga that
shades.
said he owned the trademark or the logo, the BMF shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, go look it up. Southwest T on the internet talking about that nigga was just a driver.
Damn.
That nigga was just a driver. He posted these pictures with him, Big Meech, and all the homies, and then dude all the way in the back of everybody. And they like, I'm still a driver. That's the captions in the pictures. Like, I'm still a driver because he was always like, he made it seem like he was so up on the front line, but he was so in the back of the line in the pictures.
Oh, okay.
And this ain't just a soldier saying he wasn't really that. This is one of the leaders.
Brother. Right.
Nigga,
Right.
you wasn't that. And
So
T like, nigga, I just let you live because I ain't want to put the shit out there like that. But after watching you constantly say this and that, like giving yourself more stripes than what you had, you nigga, you was just a driver. You ain't put no work in. Like, no, you ain't stand on the front line for this shit. So I feel what T was saying, because you talking like you got as much stripes as Meech got. And if a nigga felt like you had stripes like Meech, his brother would recognize that.
true.
Because he got to have some say so when you have it feeling like you got stripes like that. So, you know, it's just another nigga trying to get 15.
It's so many people got voicing their opinions in that situation because there was so many members or so many people that was involved. Like it's like 100 stories from Atlanta all the way to Detroit. Everybody got a piece
You know
of the
why?
pie.
Because look at it. Okay. Let's just say BMF popping right now. You in BMF and I'm in BMF. We see life through a different pair of eyes. So what you recollect from your experience with BMF gonna be different from some things in BMF. The kicking it and the money in, we gonna all experience that. But it's gonna be certain things in the trenches that you gonna experience that's gonna be different from what I'm experiencing my side, because we come from different sides, different states, different cities. So it's different perspectives as far as what we both seeing from our pairs of eyes. So every nigga in BMF actually seen something outside of the turning up and the money and the flexing. Everybody's lifestyle really was different, even though they was getting money.
Right. I
Nigga, I'm from
agree.
St. Louis. My lifestyle different from you if you live in Atlanta, if you live in Chicago, you live in New York, you live in Florida, you live in Cali, you live in Texas, nigga, you live in Oklahoma. We all have a different story to tell because when I come out my house and I'm trying to get these bricks off or whatever my part is with this shit, I'm seeing it different than whereas when Meech come outside, he ain't got no bricks in the car. He ain't got to do none of that. His story he gonna tell different from all of theirs because all of them played a different part.
Right.
So we gon' hear 1,000 different stories. It was 1,000 niggas in BMF. And that's how you put one big story together is by knowing everybody's story. That's what's gonna make the BMF series raw because we just seeing how them two niggas came up first. Before BMF, they got they self-established enough to start BMF. It's gonna be a story behind that because there's a lot of niggas that's gonna come about that gotta play characters for these other niggas that played parts in helping BMF do what it did. Because just Meech and T didn't do it. It was a lot of niggas that played a part in BMF being a nationwide brand,
right,
street,
machine.
And you need them other people's story to complete this shit to make sense to the people that live that story. Or you're gonna have people on interviews like that shit wasn't right, that was a lie, and da. I just look at it now, like right now, I don't know, like from that little article and that paperwork, everybody that's part of BMF discredit Blue for the fact that it say what it say at the beginning. He agreed to cooperate. That right there made BMF niggas feel like, oh, that nigga a rat. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck the bottom part. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Why would you read the top part and not recognize the bottom part when it's clearly telling you he didn't give us nothing? He didn't give us nothing. Meaning, nigga, he didn't tell on Meats. He didn't give us no usable information to make us be able to go out there and get some convictions or make a nigga sentence more steeper than what is posted. He didn't do that. But because it say cooperated at the front, they like, oh, that nigga rap.
I think since he barked up the wrong tree with 50 saying what nobody better not do, I think 50 is gonna do it.
I think
Not saying that he gonna say had a part in there what he told, but just a part of him saying that he agreed. You feel me? 50 ain't got no picks when it comes to being petty.
no, he don't.
He
But
don't care who you is.
I think 50 is definitely the type of person that's gonna exploit you.
Definitely. If you told, he ain't holding back.
Got a whole team saying they feel like you a rat. Then you got this nigga that don't give a fuck about putting shit out there, that he don't give a fuck how somebody feel. He ain't gonna emphasize that.
And the son don't like you, that just intensified.
You kind of got to take the son out the equation because when them niggas went to jail, Lil Meech was a fucking kid.
Yes, but what I'm saying, what I mean by that, even though 50 is not rigid, he had nothing to do with BMF. He feels like he's a part of the brand now because of what he's doing.
He BMF by birth.
You see what I'm saying? He feel like I probably done more shit for the mob than some of these mob members. And I just, you know what I mean?
I can't really say that neither. Meech is, when it comes to it, at the end of the day, he living up under his pops. You living off the fact that your name is Little Meech. Not the fact that Lil Meech went out there and stepped on some shit to make niggas be like, Lil Meech this. It's the same effect as Jay Prince, nigga. His son lived off of his reputation more than he off his own.
But see, the reason why I'm saying that is because 50 didn't even want Jeezy on the soundtrack.
Nah, yeah, I see he said that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if you speaking upon that, then you feel
But if you go back far enough, 50 was coming in the game. 50 was in the game when BMF was trying to get in the game.
true.
If you go back and do the research, motherfuckers will tell you, especially from the G Unit side, 50 didn't want nothing to do with Big Meech, Blue Da Vinci, or Jeezy because what they was doing. But now this nigga locked up, you go to jail, you know what I'm saying, all this old fuck shit. Now you doing a series on them though. But when you was out here just blowing up, they was trying to come on the scene. You ain't want to fuck with them because they was out there for real. You risk. You ain't want to fuck with them, but now it ain't no risk because these niggas locked up, been charged for what they been. Now you want to put their series out. You know what I'm saying?
Now you want to invest.
Story 50 don't have a series to put out. And it's a real story. Like in the last 10, 15 years, we've been watching documentaries about niggas that got all the money in the world. Then when they got caught up, they told on every fucking body that they knew. We've been watching that. American Gangster, Frank Lucas, all these niggas that get caught up, even Rayford Edmonds, all these niggas that got caught up that was getting big money and then told. We've been watching them type of movies. We ain't watched no movie. Meech is the first motherfucker we finna get to see and see how they balled if you didn't experience the fact that when they wave was around, if you was too young or you just want tapped in to the fact that these niggas was lit like that. This is the first story we get to watch, cuz, where niggas balled to the end and the leader didn't tell.
Yeah.
This the first story. We done watched Paid For, all this shit where all these niggas was telling that.
True.
It's the first motherfucking shit where niggas ain't telling. Niggas ain't, okay, some niggas below him might have cracked, but the leader didn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Meets the first example of that.
He stood on business.
Yeah. Because every story about every other nigga, that was their story. Man, I told because it is. All the way down to 6ix9ine.
I'm gonna tell you who else done fell. Little bud, TBG Buzz done fell down too.
Who?
TBG.
Of course your TBG gonna fall. When your hottest artist was G Money, he got smoked. Then your second hottest artist was G Money, and he can't even move around like he need to because the shit that he tied into got him so hot that he on house arrest. Can't do this, can't do that, can't say this, don't do that on social media. It's fucking them up. Who else you got outside of him that ain't in no trouble? And the police get so smart nowadays, they understand that people take their controversy and use that for more clout on the internet. So now when these niggas get in trouble, they be like, oh, you can't be on Instagram neither.
Right.
That's where you make your money from. So now they telling you, you can't do that neither. And the rappers don't understand that these white folks don't give a damn how much money you got, man. They gonna send you to jail. And y'all niggas don't want to wake up. They sending more rappers to jail than we watching rappers break through and actually get
real talk.
$1 million bag. We just seen more rappers that could have got a multi-million-dollar bag go to jail than we just seen actually get the multi-million-dollar bag, or they get the bag and go to jail.
Mm-hmm. Cause you got G Money get killed, Boulevard Quick get killed, Lit Yoshi, he got like 7 felonies. You know what I mean? And then Fredo Bang,
Hot too, because they all part of the same clique.
I'm talking about that. And you already know when you get to sitting down too long, somebody else gonna pop out hot as fish grease. Everybody don't got them fans like YB that's gonna stay and wait until you come home.
And YB just was smart because he came out and he just didn't just force all his niggas to be rappers. You feel me? He actually went out there and said, shit, dude over there in that section over there, he hot than a firecracker. I'm gonna make him NBA game. I'm gonna make to be able to go get a no cap. Them type of young niggas that don't even really need you to be what they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But they look up to you so much, they like, nigga, I'm going over there, Quando Rondo, niggas like that. He was smart because while he's sitting down, them artists gonna be big and gonna get bigger. He gonna continue to make money. When he come home, he gonna have the Boosie effect, the Tupac effect. He one of them niggas that's gonna come home. Pooh Shiesty not guaranteed to come home to that. He might lose his whole wave because of this shit. Young boy so on top of the fucking game and big that when he come home, everybody gonna miss him. He's gonna
And
have
they
the
got a
Tupac.
Michael Jackson spell on these young
Yeah,
niggas.
he gonna have the Boosie and Tupac though, and Pimp C. The only niggas I really seen that went to jail and came home with that effect.
True.
Shine was on top of his game when he went to jail for that puff shit. When he came
I
home,
think
he
I
ain't
think
even sit.
YB Impact gonna be more stronger.
It is, and he gonna be smarter because he know what he got at risk now. He gonna understand that the dumb shit I do gonna fuck my money up when I'm at the top. So yeah, this shit gonna wake him up.
Yeah, it is. Just a matter of time.
See how important he really is. Like, nigga, I'm locked up right now. And I was the only nigga that could move Drake out of his spot. Out of all these niggas that don't show me no love, think they better than me, don't support, think they top 5, 3, 2, 1, all that shit. Drake came out and ran this motherfucker till I dropped Sincerely Contrail and I'm locked up. Young boy, so much of a workhorse when he dropped Sincerely Contrail. He had videos for half of the goddamn album out.
He damn sure did.
He locked up. Like,
He
come on,
damn
man.
sure
Niggas gotta
did.
respect that, man.
He damn sure did. You set him out for it then.
And then he knocked Drake out the #1 spot.
He did that.
I ain't see Donda going back and forth with goddamn CLB for #1. Drake came out and all they was saying was shit. Donda came out and Drake came out. We didn't see, Donda #2 and Drake #9. I ain't see none of that. YB dropped it was, shit, he knocked Drake, him and them niggas was pushing each other about
Donda didn't stay too high because AZ had them came in at #2 behind Drake.
Like YB just he influenced the little kids, all the teenagers, and all the niggas in their young 20s.
He got that.
He got 3 generations of kids. He got 3 generations of people. And we ain't even counting the people that's over 25. Because we listen to him too. So he really got 3, 4 generations of people locked into him. And niggas wonder why he do the most streams, most YouTube views, the most this nigga. He in control of 3, 4 generations of people right now.
Ain't too many could do that.
A 6-year-old gonna tell you, young boy my favorite. A 12-year-old gonna say, young boy my favorite. A 16-year-old gonna say, young boy my favorite. A 19-year-old gonna say, young boy my favorite. It's niggas in their 30s gonna be like, young YB that nigga.
Shit, they saying they his favorite too.
So it's like shit. Right now, he gonna come home. He gonna have a Boosie effect. His time in jail is not gonna affect his star status.
Right.
At all. And he proved it because he dropped the CD. He ain't had to have big rappers on. He ain't had no rappers on. He just dropped nothing but him. And I seen somebody say that like Drake only. I think Ruger said that. He said Drake only be popping because he do features with the artist that's blowing. Like when the Migos came out, he seen them niggas was finna take off.
Oh no, because Bun B said his every show, he said his first show was full of women. His second show.
I'm not saying his fan base ain't his fan base. I'm saying his relevance is what I'm saying. Like, let's watch. Okay, like for instance, he did what he do? He did when Durk fell off and came back as a hot Durk. You knew he was where he was supposed to be at because now he on this song with Drake. True. When them niggas be when they be, you ain't got no choice but to fuck with Durk is one of the hottest new generation rappers out there. You have to fuck with him. and you know it's gonna be a hit. If you fuck with Future, it's gonna be a hit. If you fuck with Uzi Vert, it's gonna be a hit. If you fuck with certain people, it's gonna be a hit. And when he sees certain people coming up, that's gonna get that. Like the Migos, when they start stepping, after the trapping out the house with boards on the window and all that shit, started doing what it started doing, he reached out. Let's do this Versace shit. Migos ain't had no enough money to get no Drake featured in.
No.
Nigga. But they got one
He fought with the young niggas.
because he grabbed onto what's finna be the next thing and he embraced it because it helped him too. And he good at doing that shit.
He doing what the old school niggas should have did.
Yeah. It was too selfish though.
Right. Them niggas didn't want to collaborate. They was like, fuck you if you ain't this. See, the young niggas, they spread love.
It is. Because in the 90s, you never would have seen a nigga young as NBA young.
No.
Get the money that he did and then go out and sign other niggas that got the potential to try to even be anywhere close to him. And he did that. And he don't get in their way. Quando Rondo can go shoot 17 videos. You ain't gonna see Young Boy in none of them.
You right. He let them do their thing.
Oh, if it wasn't for me sitting in the back on the car on your video, it would have did that many views. He let you shine on your own. You don't see him all in no cap way. And these niggas all got NBA chains on their neck amongst the other jewelry they got on.
Right.
So they got a respect for that nigga, man, that they don't even got for older niggas in the game right now with the same situation going on where they could put these niggas in a situation. Them niggas didn't go to Yo Gotti, they didn't go to Gucci, they didn't go to Puff, they didn't go to none of these niggas. They went to a young nigga.
They did that.
The same thing with Kodak. Like niggas that's around him, they ain't chasing these slip and slides and po' boys and Maybach Musics and Universe. They ain't chasing none of that. No. They like shit. They want to sniper it up.
Yeah, on that
because
SG
Kodak
shit.
really is the Florida wave, though. Just like Young Boy is the new wave of Louisiana, and Ben, since he came out, Kodak is the wave of Florida.
Yeah, he got that hands down.
No matter what people want to say about
him. If he just stay focused, if he stay focused, he can keep it. Cause right now, Rod Wave numbers is growing. He a humble beast.
But see, one thing about Rod Wave is he got different crowd. Kodak got the streets.
That's what I'm saying. So Rod Wave got the best of both worlds.
Same arenas that Rod Wave did with all street niggas. Nigga, I'm talking about niggas that's leaving the stadium after watching Kodak. They going to sell drugs afterwards. They going to they going to catch a body. They going to he can pack a stadium with that. Rod Wave he gonna pack a stadium full of people that going through the same stress and mental problems he going through. Because that's the type of music he made. They got two different type of crowds.
True. But that's a good thing because you never saw that coming from Florida.
No. But you also don't see nobody trying to be a Rod Wave. Everybody trying to look like Kodak Black and rap like him. When he came out, everybody tried to rap like him to get their way up, from Glock 9 to all these niggas, from the Wicks and all that shit. We didn't see a lot of shit. The craziest dreads we seen in hip hop prior to Kodak Black was Gunplay with Rick Ross having dreads. It's just everywhere.
I agree.
Kodak turned that into something. Kodak started a wave of niggas wanting to rap like how he rapped. Rap over the same beats. Like if you look at New York right now, ever since Pop Smoke died, it's like New York looking for another Pop Smoke because it's like 30 new niggas that rap and voice sound exactly like Pop Smoke. Well, where was you niggas before Pop Smoke? Because I didn't hear none of you niggas. People follow what's hot.
You're right.
When Biggie died, you didn't see nobody in New York trying to rap like Biggie because niggas knew that was a standard that you were never gonna reach. When Pac died, didn't nobody try to beat Pac 100% because that was a standard you couldn't reach.
They tried, but it wasn't successful.
Want to be you. They don't want to be themselves. They want to be you.
Yeah, man.
Niggas like Young Boy, Durk, Kodak, all these niggas show it because Durk got niggas around him that had the potential to go off, get their own deals and do their own situations. But they see what Durk doing. They don't want to go off and be the next new Buka 600 and all that shit. They want to be the next Lil Durk. So they gonna follow Lil Durk.
Right.
That's how this shit going.
Right.
We living in an era now where it's easier for a rich young nigga that's a CEO or in position enough because his money right to be a CEO can give the young niggas deals that they couldn't have went and got offhand from the record labels. Okay, nigga, you doing a little bit of noise out here, but I know you got the potential to be like something like me. I'm gonna give you this $250,000, this 500,000, because nigga, I'm sitting on 10, 20 M's already as a young nigga. I can afford to give you that to see what you do. Like he ain't in none of his niggas' way that's doing a rap thing. Young Boy ain't in none of them. He ain't stopping them from putting shit. You don't hear them niggas like I can't put nothing out, and them niggas doing what they want to do.
He living it's the young nigga way.
For a nigga like Young Cat, for no cat, a nigga like Young Cat to say, I ain't gonna sit over here with Lil Baby and wait all this time to get no bag when Young Boy ready to give me the bag now because he see the potential now.
Mm-hmm.
And Lil Baby could have gave him whatever Young Boy gave him.
He could have.
But evidently, whatever Lil Baby was telling this nigga to wait on, Young Boy was trying to give it to him now.
It was now or never.
Trying to come out the streets, you can't always afford to wait and you might not got
too much going on.
You might not got 2 years to sit around with this nigga while he do his thing, and then you finally get a 4PF necklace and you finally get a deal and you finally get some nigga. What you doing for them 2 years? You still gotta pay bills, take care of kids. You still got shit to do now.
Facts.
Them young niggas don't think about that. They be like, nigga, take this bread, nigga. We gonna get some more money any motherfucking way. I salute them for that because they changing hip hop. They showing niggas how to not be selfish, man.
It's enough paper out here for everybody.
Yeah. I just don't like the way they really treat Young Boy for real.
Yeah, they be doing them wrong. They doing wrong. But when he come home, he gonna but through it all, he gonna come home and be great as ever.
Yeah, he's gonna be great. Like I said, he's one of them rappers that's gonna have a Tupac Boosie effect when he come home.
For sure.
Ain't too many rappers that's locked up right now that I could say. I don't even feel like that about Pooh Shiesty. And Pooh Shiesty had the game on lock. He was like the new King Von.
Kodak don't even got that Boosie effect.
I ain't gonna say that because Kodak was able to come home after being locked up for that time he was, and it was like he never was locked up. Went to jail. He went to jail. He still did 1 billion streams. His videos still was going up millions while he was locked up. His music was streaming. He was making money. He came home. He didn't have to reestablish his fan base. It was there already. He just went up on a Tuesday. So he didn't have to focus on the, like, if you look at him now, he moved like I move. He get into it with a nigga. He try to resolve it before he just step out there and get, you know what I'm saying? The old Kodak would have just jumped out there.
Yeah, he would have.
Kodak
on the bullshit.
After that little sit down, he understand like, nigga, this shit jeopardizing my money. I got a lot of money on the table in a whole bunch of different areas. This shit jeopardizing everything.
Right, and if I be locked up too long, you see what happened. Jack Boy ran up a bag fast.
Yeah, but
Jack Boy, a little bit of time.
Jack Boy don't have the cult following that Kodak does to be able to
No,
go back to jail for 2-3 years and come home and be the
he
same
don't.
Jack boy. He doesn't
He
have
don't.
star power, so he can't even afford to crash. And every
Yeah.
the money he get, he need to do the right thing with it, and that's what he's doing because he understand that I ain't got Kodak money. Kodak probably out there playing with 20, 30 M's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He can sniper gang chain the whole team. He can afford shit that he can't afford, but what the money he get, he making real shit happen with it. But I don't think he's gonna have the longevity of Kodak though, because one thing about Jack Boy, what about Jack Boy make us not pay attention to Kodak? What about Young and Ace make us not pay attention to Kodak? What about Fulio make us not pay attention to Kodak? Nothing them little niggas do not make us feel like Kodak still running Florida.
I agree.
Got them all these niggas, man, all these niggas that's out right now. None of them niggas
Them as
make me
kids.
feel, yeah, they don't make me feel like they taken away from Kodak.
No, yeah, you gotta pay homage.
And they all got shit popping. All of them got
They
shit
do.
popping. All of them successful artists.
They
But
do.
they don't have what Kodak has. He a trendsetter.
Hot boy, he trending.
He a trendsetter for sure. Like
Mm-hmm.
his music, the music that he make, everybody in Florida is duplicating that music. Young and Ace is Kodak with a different voice.
True. He is.
I like Kodak with a different voice. Hot Boy, Kodak with a different voice.
Glock 9.
All them niggas Kodaks with
Bottom.
voices.
Bottom, spin the beans. Look, Moot, A&R, Moot. Yeah.
They all sound like Kodak with a different voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like right now coming out of Chicago, outside of Polo G and Herbo, everybody in Chicago is mimicking somebody. Whether it's
True.
Pappy, Von, they mimic
LA.
other people.
Right. LA.
So it's like Durk gonna stay up here because Durk is Durk. Nobody in his section can get an image big enough to outdo who he is.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
Yeah, man.
it's him, Young Boy, and Kodak all have the same thing. And that's where we go when we was talking about with the Sauce Walker shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Sauce Walker, as far as Texas go, the impression he give off is so big, regardless of record sales. He's so independent. He don't got no limit to his flex. He don't got no limit to how
His
he
hustle.
moves as an artist because he's so independent. He able to do what any goddamn artist able to do because they powered by a label. When he do independently enough numbers himself, you know what I'm saying? Like when you independent, you can sell 10,000 and make 100,000, 150,000.
Mm-hmm.
You in a major label, if all you sell is 100,000, that ain't even enough money to pay the label back for the money they gave.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you drop 4 mixtapes in 2 months and they all generate 100,000 real quick for you and still be generate money. And then you got all these other things going on as an independent artist. You don't need a major artist, a label. He created a standard too, because for you to come out and then for some reason, like all these Texas niggas, it's a bunch of Texans. Salute to all the Texas niggas that's out rapping.
For sure.
And there's rappers out there that's way better as artists than Sauce. But because Sauce animated, he know how to control social media. He know how to show you his movement. He know how to stand on his movement.
Hell of a promoter too.
As an independent, it's gonna take a lot for a nigga that's claiming he independent or whatever it is to outdo the impression that Sauce got on Texas right now.
Yeah. He putting on for it for sure.
When you listen to him, he don't sound like no nigga in Texas. You can round up 1,000 of them.
Not one.
Old school. He don't rap like none of them. He got his own, and when he really get in his bag, the nigga really a lyricist.
When he don't be bored, when he don't be playing and he serious.
He a lyricist.
Yes, sir.
I put him in the Texas category, so you don't have too many people that's running a section. And when I say running a section, I go by impression, because when people say Louisiana, they not gonna say Kevin Gates first, as big as Kevin Gates is. Right now, they not gonna say, they might still say Lil Wayne, but why be the conversation of Louisiana? Kodak, the conversation of Florida. As many rappers it is in Texas, nobody has a bigger influence on Sauce. He just talks so much shit. He don't get the validation from the turf he from like he should, because it's like he throw it in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, the niggas running shit. You know, it's simple as that. And them the four I give with having the most impression, because Atlanta so outside of Future right now. I can't name nobody from Atlanta that just got this impression so big where you look at everybody and be like they trying to be him, because really everybody trying to be like Thug in Future.
For sure.
So when it comes to Atlanta, you got to give it to Thug and Future.
Yeah, they the gods. It would have been Rich Homie if he would have still been.
Future when Thugger got just as much as impression on Atlanta as Future do.
It would have been Rich Homie if he wouldn't have fell off.
I don't think Rich Homie could have ever been as big as Young Thug and Future.
No, I ain't saying bigger than them, but when they was the duo, them two was like fire and gasoline.
Yeah, they was. I think he came back hard.
No, not like how when he first came out. He made a statement in Georgia when he first hit the scene.
He did, but like, you know, Atlanta the street too, man. Like, it's gonna be certain. Like, Atlanta ain't about the gangster shit you did that stamp you. Atlanta more about, nigga, was you getting that money?
Oh yeah, this all about paper.
And he didn't strike me as a nigga that was out there getting that big bag before he got in rap. So I don't feel like he would have had that stamp like that.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Thugger
True.
and Future, they was getting to a bag in the street before they got. So it's different.
Yeah.
Niggas know them to be them niggas in the street before they got into the music. So they different.
Yeah. But this all we gonna get y'all on this time for that culture for the streets, man. Me and the mafia, we gonna get back at y'all, man, on the next episode, man. So y'all tune in. Y'all know what it is.
It's time for that culture for the streets. We out of here.
Gone.